New developments tonight. Mayor Carl Dean's legacy will not include $250 million that divided communities and neighbors in one of the most bitter budget showdowns this city has ever seen. The downtown flood wall, a new police headquarters, and moving the jail to southeast Nashville, all stripped from the mayor's capital budget by Metro Council members tonight. News Channel 5's Todd Walker is just back from the meeting, and in our newsroom tonight, Todd, this was a very tense meeting.
Yeah, Rory, council members gave some of the most impassioned pleas for and against these issues that certainly I have ever seen, and many others agreed. No one really knew how the vote was going to go tonight, and I think that added to the nerves of the whole thing the entire time during that meeting. Several council members said they just couldn't give Mayor Carl Dean the benefit of the doubt that they had on other projects.
They're pushing too hard, pushing too fast. I'm hearing stories about backroom trades that would turn your stomach if they're true.
Initially I was for it, but then when people ask me about it, they say, well, how does it look? I don't know, because we never had renderings. And normally with projects, we usually have renderings. We say, well, what's the financial impact? I don't know, because there is no finance. We didn't get any of that.
Don't take away this funding. We had just a few people with loud mouths talk about their position on this.
In the end, each of the projects were voted down individually. The flood wall was yanked by a vote of 19-18. The jail that was supposed to move to southeast Nashville was voted down 19-17, and the police headquarters funding was removed by a vote of 22-14. Community groups who had worked against the police and the jail projects were ecstatic that their grassroots campaigns worked.
It is time that they finally started listening to the people, and they did that tonight. They did it in spades, and maybe the next mayor will understand you need to build consensus from the ground up. Do not try to shove projects down the throats of any community.
We never thought it was a done deal, contrary to what many people thought of us. And all we had to always said was that if we could just explain to the audience, to the indigenous people of North Nashville, fight with integrity, fight with humility, and walk in the spirit of justice, then whatever happens, happens.
Tonight, the mayor put out this statement saying, quote, obviously, I'm disappointed in the results of 3 crucial votes. Each of these projects would have funded important public safety infrastructure that the city shouldn't put off. I hope these projects will be taken up by the next administration and council because these issues aren't going away. And Sheriff Darren Hall said, quote, as we have said, doing nothing about the conditions and long-range future of our downtown facilities is not an option. The issues at the Criminal Justice Center are well documented and need serious attention now. My hope is that the serious problems we face will remain at the forefront as a new mayor and city council take office later this year. The council did vote to include $113 million to renovate the current CJC downtown, but just because it's included in the budget doesn't mean that it will actually get done. Rory.
Todd, thanks. Lots to follow. The council could vote to add any of these 3 projects back in this year. However, that would take a supermajority, or 27 of the 40 members, to do so.